All right, folks, this is W1HQL for the W4SV Everglades Amateur Radio Club weekly informational net. You already know what this net's all about. If you haven't tuned in before, then we're just talking about ham-related stuff. Get on the air and chat. It's a good old-time, informal type net. Everyone is invited to participate in this net. You don't need to be a member or anything like that. We operate this net at 7:30 p.m. each Tuesday evening on this repeater, transmitting on 444.325, and we will yield this frequency at any time if there is any emergency or priority traffic. The club is an ARRL Special Services Club. We do offer ham licensing, testing, field day operations every year, well, a couple of times a year, and other ham-related activities. We're also associated with the City of Homestead's Emergency Operations Center, the American Red Cross, Miami-Dade Races Aries, and will assist in emergency communications support if requested. Regular club meetings occur the second Friday of every month at 7 p.m. over there at the John D. Campbell Agricultural Center at 18710 Southwest 288th Street. So let's get this net started. This is, again, W1HQL. My name's Steve. I'm located here in Homestead. Let's start taking some check-ins.
Shorter time, Steve. KO4, VWT, no traffic.
Kilo 4 Sierra November Bravo, no traffic.
W4THM, Homestead, no traffic. KK4YKE, Plantation, no traffic.
Kilo November 4 Sierra Lima Lima, Kim in West Kendall, no traffic.
KKC on the Mobile, no traffic, no Echo Mike, Hola.
Hola, que bola. Okay, this is what we got. Copied Kilo 4 Sierra November Bravo, Whiskey 4 Tango Hotel Mike, Kilo 4 Yankee Kilo Echo. I've got Kilo November 4 Sierra Lima Lima, and I've got Kilo 4 Kilo Charlie. Any corrections on those call signs?
Kilo Fox 4 Victor Whiskey Tango was the first shorter time.
Roger. Kilo 4 Victor Whiskey Tango. Gotcha.
Hi, Roger. Well, thank you. Well, put me down at a shorter time. I got to go in and get ready for a haircut. Finally, I'll quit looking like a woolly mammoth. KO4 VWT, back to the net.
Okay, folks, what do we got for you this evening? Hold on. We'll be talking about field day. Something new that we're going to try. We're going to call it ICS on the net. We'll talk about that later. There was a historic transatlantic contact made on 2 meters. Ham radio promotional video is available, and the Pennsylvania State Police are investigating a ham death. So, obviously, field day's coming up really soon, this weekend, Saturday. We'll be opening up the club station at 8 a.m., so feel free to show up anytime after. Remember, there's a special event going on during the field day, morning preparations from 10 a.m. to noon. We're going to have a sky warn class, and sounds like we're going to have a pretty good turnout, good venue to hold a sky warn class. That's what amateur radio is all about. And the National Weather Service taps that resource, and they utilize it quite heavily down here in South Florida, as well as other areas of the nation, especially where they have significant storm events like the floods and tornadoes that you've been seeing, reading, and hearing all about. So field day, Saturday the 22nd. We open up at 8. Field day operations officially begin at 2 p.m. And continue for 24 hours after that. So, hope to see you there. There'll be plenty of food to eat and plenty of time to just go crazy on amateur radio. You're listening to W4SVI's Everglades Amateur Radio Club Net. My call sign is W1HQL. I'm going to take some call signs. Any comments, suggestions, questions, or anything relating to field day or anything for that matter, please come down.
Kilo 4 Zulu Romeo Hotel, Kilo 4 Zulu Romeo Hotel, just checking in. This is Steve in West Kendall. No traffic. Everyone have a good evening.
Kilo Golf 4, Quebec Lima Echo, checking in.
Kilo 4 Uniform Tango Lima, Ron, South Miami, no traffic.
Kilo November 4, Uniform Tango November, Robert, out of the Redlands, no traffic.
Golf 4, Juliet Hotel, Medley, no traffic.
Okay. Copy Juliet Hotel on that last one. Come again.
Alpha Golf 4, Juliet Hotel, Medley, no traffic.
Okay, Oscar, we got you. Thank you. All right, just a quick recap. I got Steve Kilo 4, Zulu Romeo Hotel. I got George Kilo Golf 4, Quebec Lima Echo, and Ron Kilo 4, Uniform Tango Lima. Robert KN4 UTN, and Oscar Alpha Golf 4, Juliet Hotel. Any corrections on those call signs? All right, first news item, then we'll segue into something local. Historic transatlantic contact was made on 144 megahertz. This contact was made Sunday on the 16th when the Atlantics was spanned for the first time on 144 megahertz. Delta 401 Charlie Victor on the Cape Verde Islands right off the coast of Africa managed to work Fox Gulf 80 Juliet in Guadalupe on 144.174 using the FT8 digital mode. The distance was an incredible 3,867 kilometers. To put that into context, the distance from the west coast of Ireland to Newfoundland is 3,000 kilometers. The tropo prediction maps for that day showed a path right across the Atlantic, and it continues on, so there may be some more incredible contacts could be possible. So those of you that are involved in or enjoy sporadic E and tropospheric ducting and all that good stuff, the tropo prediction maps are favorable for that over the next several days, so good luck with that. All right, any additional check-ins?
Kilo 4 Hotel Oscar Romeo with a query and traffic.
Okay, Mike, we got you in the log. Go ahead with whichever you prefer first.
Okay, first with the query. Thanks, Steve. Hey, okay, that tropospheric that you're talking about going on, if that only works the digital mode, or that would be all modes, and yeah, that's the question I needed. Because if I understand correctly, FM doesn't work so well doing that. The signal just basically goes through the atmosphere and be done with. To get any of that proper ducting going on, I would need to have something like AM or sideband, correct?
That's also FM. The only time I've really experienced some significant tropo ducting wasn't on the ham radio bands. It was actually on an FM band at a lower frequency, and I was actually in an ambulance in Boston, and I was talking to a police department in Texas.
Okay, all right. And I guess is that it? That's my only question. I think that's my only question with that. All right, and the traffic ready?
Yeah, go ahead with the traffic. And by the way, tropospheric ducting, it's anything RF is affected by tropospheric ducting. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I was curious about that, because I know I'm interrupting the hell out the net, but during whenever the hell we had that damn solar eclipse, I was able to hear, and the station was able to actually copy me out of the Ukraine. I don't know if I told you about that when we had that solar eclipse, and I was completely shocked because I didn't recognize the context of the call sign he was screaming out. But yeah, he was actually able to copy me. That's my rare contact, and I was pissed off that I didn't copy the bloody call sign correctly. But yeah, it was some cat out of the Ukraine. So I think he was throwing out hella power. But anyway, the traffic I want to pass is the North Day Amateur Radio Club Net, which is held every Thursday at 7 p.m. It's 1900 hours on 444-800. That's 444-800. And yeah, everyone's invited. If you'd like to participate, we would appreciate it highly. One more question, Steve, actually. I wanted to verify that there will be testing going on at Field Day, so I can pass that traffic when the net comes along for Thursday?
Absolutely. There will be testing on Saturday, and testing, I can't recall what time we set that for. But there will be testing and no charge. There will be no fee for testing. So I'm glad you brought that up. I have that on my notes over here to talk about it. But, yep, testing will be available on Saturday, and there will be no fee for anyone wishing to get their license or upgrade.
Okay, roger that. And I think that's all I got for now. Appreciate it, Steve. Thanks, everyone, for allowing me to pass the traffic and my questions. And, yeah, I'm going K4H.
All right. Thanks, Mikey. And you're listening to the W4SV Everglades Amateur Radio Club. That my call sign for ID is W1HQL. And the next item I got is ICS on the net. ICS. What does that mean? That's Incident Command System. And as you already know, in our ARES meetings, it's been suggested that folks get their certificate in IS 100 and 700 and 800 at a minimum, and we can expand from there later. But what I'm going to experiment with is how to assist you getting your certificates on the air. So what we're planning over the next couple of weeks, this will obviously be after field day. The plan is to move this net over to 444-800 because after the net, we're looking at tying up the repeater a little bit longer and trying to come up with a format for those of you that are interested in getting your IS certificate, especially the IS 100, 700, 800. So that you can be involved in emergency communications as associated with ARES. We're going to try something on the air to help you out with that. I'm still working on the format, how that's going to occur, but that is the plan. Any questions or comments, I'd appreciate that. And we'll move on from there. We'll see how that goes. Also, just in time for field day, ham radio promotional video is available for download. Well, they're calling it a video. It's really a slideshow, but I guess it's in video format. The ARRL has made What is Amateur Radio video available for free download. Just go up to www.arrl.org and type in What is Ham Radio as a search, and you'll come up with the link and the video and all that. You can download it. So, you know, any of you that are educators out there or just want to have something handy to let folks that you feel would be interested in amateur radio, what it's all about, it's a nice little slide presentation. It lasts about 2 minutes and 45 seconds with a good explanation of what amateur radio is all about. So check it out, and and hopefully you use it. All right, do we have any additional check-ins?
KJ4QYD, no traffic. 4 Sierra Whiskey, Stephen, sunset, no traffic.
Hey, Stefan, you cut out on the first half. I should have it memorized by now, but I don't. Say again?
Alpha 4 Sierra Whiskey.
All right, got you down. I got you, Dave. Also, KJ4QIZ. Any additional check-ins?
Kilo November 4, Alpha Zulu Echo, Mike, North Miami, no traffic.
Sorry, it's QYD, as in David. Mike is the handle.
Okay, so that's KJ4QYD as in David. Got it. Sorry about that. Well, I got to put my foot on the pedal here. KJ4QYD. All right, we fixed it.
Kilo Alpha 4 Alpha Mike radio with a relay.
Okay, go ahead, Harold.
Like to relay Kilo Delta 4 Whiskey Echo Tango George.
Okay, so far I've got KJ4QID, Alpha 4 Sugar Whiskey, Kilo Over 4 Alpha Zulu Echo, Kilo Alpha 4 Alpha Mike Radio, and Kilo Delta 4 Whiskey Echo Tango. Thanks, Harold, for that relay, and just want to make sure I got those call signs correct. If there's any correction, come now. All right, nothing heard. On the wire, Pennsylvania State Police have not released the name of a 62-year-old Union Dale man who died when an amateur radio tower he was servicing fell in Susquehanna County. Authorities say the accident happened around 2 p.m. on June the 14th on State Road 2069 in Gibson Township. The man was apparently attempting to attach a guy wire to the tower when it came down. An autopsy is scheduled for June 16th, and the investigation is continuing. So we lost another ham radio operator with silent key, working on a tower. It's becoming too much commonplace. Folks need to be really careful when and using the proper safety gear and whatnot when dealing with towers. What seems to be a docile event can turn into a tragedy. So those of you with towers out there, use care and caution.
Company.
Also a reminder, a couple of reminders, we're getting a lot of electrical storms out there. For those of you with base stations, it might be a good idea when you're not in your shack or your house is not occupied or you're going to be away for a while, make sure that you disconnect your antennas from the radio, to save equipment in the event there is a near strike or a direct strike. Near strike can, with the EMP from the energy that's emitted from a lightning bolt close by can damage your equipment. So make sure that it's properly grounded and even doubly safe, disconnected from your radio, especially the radios that you cherish. All right, that's all I have for news items. Don't forget Field Day will be on this weekend. Begin showing up at 8 o'clock or any time thereafter, guys. The grounds will be open, and you just show up, have a good time, hang out, do whatever it is that you like to do that's ham radio related. And I'm looking forward to a great time, as always, at Field Day. Bring your cameras, take photos. We want to get pictures of everybody all together and doing their thing, and that way we can get it up on the website. And you're asking me what What's our website again? Well, it's w4svi.club. Boy, that's a difficult one to remember. w4svi.club. I'm being sarcastic now. Get up there. You know, there's some great links. There's a lot of news items there and articles that are posted by members. So feel free to go up there and hang out. There's a gallery there and a bunch of pictures from previous field days and winter field days and barbecues and all that good stuff are on the website. And hopefully we'll be loading it up with more pictures after the upcoming weekend. So w4svi.club. It's your website. Enjoy it and hope to see you there on the website. Okay, a little news from the W1HQL Shack. Some of you may know about the low budget antenna analyzer, the MFJ 207. I got this about a decade ago when I first got into ham radio and used it to check the SWR of antennas that I was building, HF antennas and whatnot. It's strictly an HF SWR analyzer. And it's got a little SWR meter on it and a tuning dial. The tuning dial isn't very intuitive. It's just a bunch of numbers in a half circle. And, with a dial there's A, B, C, D, and E selections, and the half circles are highlighted as A, B, C, and D with the numbers of the bands, I guess, in an approximate location. So it gives you kind of a roundabout idea of approximately where your antenna is tuned for. Once you get it dialed down to a 1-to-1, then you look at the frequency and you can see about what band and frequency that your antenna is good for. Then you make the necessary adjustments, shorten it or lengthen it to get it to where you want. But also on the top of it, let me break. On the top of it, where you screw in the BL259 connector to your antenna, there's also a place to input 9-volt power, and also a frequency counter. And they got these frequency counters for like $10 on eBay, and it's just all it is a little LCD attached to a circuit board. So I ordered one and it came in the mail, and I retrofitted the SWR analyzer, cutting up a hole in the back to fit the LCD through and insulate the circuit board, and wired up the power, the 9-volt battery, the same battery that's being used to power up the antenna analyzer, and you plug it into your antenna, and you can see exactly what frequency that your antenna is tuned for, with a nice, clean, bright digital readout on that from that LCD. So it was an easy project to do, a fun project, and I'll be bringing that to field days so you can check it out, and we'll hopefully get plenty of use for it. All right, you're listening to the W4SVI Everglades Amateur Radio Club Net. We've got about 5 more minutes left. Any additional check-ins out there?
Kilo Golf 4, Oscar, X-ray Oscar, Jamie. Olympia Heights, no traffic.
Kilo November 4, Romeo Golf Fox, Eric and Kendall, no traffic.
Okay, I've got Jamie, Kilo Golf 4, Oscar X-ray Oscar, and was that November 4, Romeo Golf Foxtrot?
Yeah, you got it, Steve, that's correct.
All right, perfect, got you down. It's weird, it's not coming up with your name.
You got Kilo November 4, Romeo Golf Fox, Eric?
Nah, I'm missing the Kilo, that's why. Kilo November 4, Romeo Golf Fox. And that should have done it. Hold on a second. I'm really screwing up over here. All right, Eric, we got it that time. Just fat finger syndrome over here.
Hey, Steve, anybody heard from Linda lately? KG4 RSA.
Say again?
No, I was wondering, have anybody heard from Linda as of late? Haven't heard Linda in a very long time. KG4 RSA.
No, I haven't. I started doing the, let me check my list here, see when the last time she checked in.
She haven't been to the meetings or anything?
No, she doesn't usually make the meetings. She does show up on field day, though. KG4 RSA. No, she hasn't checked in for a while. Nope, haven't had her since I've been doing the electronics since March. And I don't have her checked in.
Curious if nobody else heard from her, try to give her a call, see if that works out, see if her number's still the same. All right, cool. Okay, for each one.
All right, folks, one last call out there for check-ins before we close out the net.
Kilo November 4, Victory Foxtrot Lima.
Kilo November 4, Victory Foxtrot Lima. If I copied that right, Kilo November 4, Victory Foxtrot Lima. You know what? It's not me. It's my damn keyboard. I thought I was going crazy. No, it's my keyboard. All right, Mike, I got you down.
Got it exactly correct. Name is Scott, West Boca. No traffic.
All right, got you down. Thank you, sir.
Kilo November 4, Uniform Tango Kilo.
I copied Kilo November 4, Uniform Tango Kilo, and I got that as David, correct?
You're correct, Steve. I have traffic for you.
Okay, proceed with your traffic, Dave. Thanks.
For the upcoming field day, I was interested in the Skywarn class, and I just was hoping that you could include me in.
Consider it done. Thank you.
Okay, that's Kilo November 4, Uniform Tango Kilo in Miami.
All right, looking forward to see you there. It's 10 to noon over at the club, okay?
Yeah, I copy that, Steve, and 73 to everyone on the net tonight.
7-3. Any additional check-ins out there? Okay, well, it's 2000 hours, 8 o'clock for you civilians. And we'll close out the net, and the next time you will probably see and hear of each other is over at Field Day. I can't wait. This week can't go by fast enough. I'm just dying to get over there and just hanging out and having a good time and just playing ham radio for 24 or more hours. So with that, thanks for checking in. We had a good turnout this evening. I hope you enjoyed the net, and please tune in the same time, same place, the same station next week. And 7-3 to all. This is W1HQL for the W4SV Everglades Amateur Radio Club net signing off and returning the repeater back to normal amateur radio operations. And guys, thanks for being patient and hanging out.
Thank you, Steve. You're always welcome here. W4THF. Oma.
Yeah, nice job, Steve. Good to hear everybody in there. Look forward to seeing you all on Saturday morning. 73 is KG2CS.
Hey! Oma! 73 is Steve. KG4, JH.